People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. My t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. And the soap that failed yesterday is time to cut it, because as fast as it got completely solid, I don't want to risk it breaking or whatever when I try to cut it, even though technically it hasn't even been 12 hours yet. But yeah, I mean, the overflow literally got solid enough that I just literally stuck it into this mold and something to smush it on the side. It was solid at that point. Basically, I just did it like if it was hot process at that point, as you can tell. I mean, I use this to hold it in so it wouldn't, shift, but no worries. As you can tell, it's solid, and it's got a bunch of gaps from when I was trying to slam it in, just like if it was hot process. So let's get this done. First, let me put that back in there so that way I don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to come over here and get a curing sheet. Because it'll also give me some place to put this one when it's time to cut it as well. This is a tall narrow from Jet Modes and More. I've never used it before. I've heard great things, but this thing is a little challenging to get out of the mode. So I'm just gonna hope and pray that the little bit of release I've done so far is enough to get it to come out of there. Not. It's definitely in there. Okay, I got the lip to come out, so nothing else. Once the lip goes, we'll just let gravity kind of take over. Come out of there. I felt it release. So that's good, because I was about to turn off the camera and try this again later, but I felt it. So yeah. And I do intend to, as you can tell, it's coming out slowly but surely. I do intend to redo the swirl I was going to do. When it was apparent it was going to fail, that's when I grabbed this mode. So that way the mode that I was going to use would be available immediately. So I can redo the swirl I was going to do. So I was going to do a zigzag swirl. Okay, it's coming out. There we go. It smells great though. It looks kind of funky. Like I said, it got solid on me very, very quickly. So just this presentation is good because at least it's all in one piece. This is probably going to be a family only presentation, but I'm still going to cut it up. Yep. Give me a second, because yeah, the camera is right where I usually have the cutter. So we need to move this. And then put this here. And then maybe turn this so you can see what it is I'm doing. There you go. So I'm going to turn this on the side, line it up. Turn this one on the side, line it up. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. This is the tall narrow mode that was in this one. And this is the end piece that was from the overflow. They're basically the same size, as you can tell. Not much difference. I'm going to turn this way. So that way it all kind of matches up sides-wise. The only difference between the tall and narrow that's in the jet mode and my standard is one of them is about that much taller. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut it since it's fitting right there. I'm going to line it up so that way it will fit in. And here we go. This is threatening to break my cutter. Wow, that was hard. Oh, but it looks cute. Except for the little piece that just popped off the top. But fortunately, that's a, scrappy piece. Let me turn this. Get the curing paper so you can see what we have so far, and it's crumbling apart. That's why it's going to be a family presentation, because yeah, I won't actually be able to sell this to anyone like that, because well, look, there's just too many gappos. I mean, I can do some soap surgery and press, new soap into those openings like that. But yeah, this is not pristine, and nobody would want me to, say, okay, I mushed this together, so here you go. Nah, wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, so I'm not going to do that to a customer. So the house has more cherry vanilla. No, not cherry vanilla. Cherry almond. Chocolate cherry almond. And then I'll make some more for, you know, a swirl that will replace this one. But in place of this, it's going to be the scents that it should have been. Like, I'll go ahead and use almond and not worry about cherry, or use cherry and not worry about almond. Either way, it'll still have chocolate, because chocolate is how I got the color, and it doesn't accelerate anything. I mean, this fiasco was because I mixed the one the one scent with another scent, with a third scent. Let me find the bottle that was in so I can show it to you. It's not over here. Crafter's Choice. That's what it was. So Crafter's Choice, cherry, and Nature's Garden cherry, and then Nature's Garden's almond. We're not friendly with each other. And I've used all of those separately, but not together. So I'm thinking the cherry that came from Nature's Garden did not play well with the cherry that came from Crafter's Choice. So, yeah. My aunt looked at this and said, "Is it dog food?" I said, "Are you kidding?" She had to go with her first impression, so I don't blame her. But that was funny. Go ahead and cut this last little piece that was in between. Usually we have a certain amount that's left over for, you know, guest or whatever. And when I sell soap, there's a certain amount that's left over for the house. This is all going to be the house. But hey, it looks okay. If nothing else, I'll just, you know, cook it all down, add more colorant, and make a, you know, new swirl. Of course, that will automatically cancel the scent, because when you cook down the soap to correct it, like if it was hot process or cold process that had a hot spot or a failed soap or whatever, the moment you cook it and boil it down and melt it, same thing as if you're rebatching it in a crock pot, you're also cooking out the scent, which means you have to add more scent, add more oils if it was lye heavy, add more water if it was just something that had to be, you know, redone. But either way, that's a decision I'm not going to make at this moment. For right now, it's just going to be there till I decide that. Yeah. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and stand these up. Well, the few that are stand up, until we decide what we're going to do with them. If the general consensus of the house is the gaps are too distracting or it's falling apart too much or whatever, then I'll just go ahead and rebatch it into single solid soap, and then, you know, recut it and do this again. Because, I mean, that was literally a 5-pound batch that, you know, got ruined. But it smells great though. I can smell the cherry, I can smell the almond. To me, it's two separate scents I'm picking up instead of, hey, this all smells like, people perceive things differently in their olfactory glands. Yeah. So, in the meantime, this has been People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube. People are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. My t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. There's a hot spot in that one, so I'm probably going to just stick it right on in the pot and boil it down. But in the meantime, I'll take pictures of it because that's my process. Anyway, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Bye now. That's what I got. It looked real pretty up until the point that it failed. And there's a lot of gaps where it didn't quite fit into the mold because I had to slam it to keep it from, just seizing up directly in the pot. So basically it turned into a salvage operation at that point. It's just the best way to say it. It was a salvage operation. Yeah. Because look, those are going to separate first chance they get. And I already know it. But I can report that the mica, it worked out well. The cocoa worked out well for the coloring. It's just the fragrance that caused this issue. Anyway, this has been People of 7. Bye now.